This is the first session for Python for kids. Every time you play games or something, you first need to install it, right? To do anything, you need to install it inside your computer. So that's what we're gonna do in this session, and then we'll just see some basics in Python. Okay, so let's get going. So first thing we're gonna do today is installing Python, and then I'll also introduce you to VS Code. That is the editor which we're gonna use. And then again I'll introduce you with Python IDLE. That is also another type of editor. Yeah. So first we have to install Python, right? So let's see how to install Python in Windows or Mac. So is everyone here using Windows, or is someone using Mac? Can everyone just tell me? I'll just unmute you guys for a minute.
Unmuted.
Yeah. Can you just tell me which OS are you using?
Sir, I'm using Windows.
Okay. Saket?
Windows.
Okay. Harshni?
Windows.
Okay. Who is the new participant over here? Also not able to see your name. Vishwa. Vishwa, can you introduce yourself?
I am using Windows.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself? Your name and your hobbies, and also which class you're studying. Vishwa. Hello, Vishwa. Okay, Dhruva, can you introduce yourself? Hello, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dhruva, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Dhruva. I'm 6th class studying EMCM from Bashipalli, Hyderabad, India.
Okay. Okay, then yeah. And Dhruva, which OS are you using? Are you using Windows or Mac?
I'm using Windows.
Okay. So okay. If you guys have any doubts in the middle, please raise your hand. I'm gonna mute you all guys now. So firstly, to install Python, I'll share this link with you in the chat. Okay. Okay, it's not pasting up here. .org/downloads. Okay. So the first thing is everyone just type this in Google, python.org/downloads, and that will open this page for you, and it will actually automatically detect your OS, and it will say download Python over here. The latest version running now is Python 3.9. So I'm gonna download it right now. If you want, you guys can do it after the session, or you guys can do it with me. Anything is fine. Okay, so my Python is downloaded. Let's open it. Okay, from now on, everyone observe the steps carefully, because this is the most important thing to do when you're installing Python, because installation is important, right? So first thing, you have to check this checkbox over here. Okay, add Python to path. This must be checked. Okay, so remember this. I'll also be sharing a recording of this video, so you can check it out afterwards if you want. And you can, after checking this checkbox, just say install now. It will start the process of installing. Okay, in the meantime, we'll install the other thing. So the second thing we're going to use is VS Code, that is Visual Studio Code. Okay, that is going to be a text editor. Like you guys might have used Notepad or something like that, no? So instead of that, I'm going to use VS Code. Yeah. Okay, after you open this page over here, this is with code.visualstudio.com. I will share this page with you. Okay, I'll send you the two links. You can open it and download it. After you go over here, you can find download for Windows over here, right? So just click on that and it will download the file for you. Okay, let's just see how much is progress. Okay, let's just wait until this to download. Do you guys have any doubts until now? Are you able to follow me? Okay, yeah, let's open Vs4 Setup. First step, here we have to agree for the agreement and just click next. You can create a desktop icon if you want, and yeah, you can click next. Okay, install. So yeah, this is also installing. We'll just wait for this to be complete. Which link is not working, Roman? One minute, I'll just unmute you. Yeah, Roman, you can talk right now.
Sir, when I clicked that link, it didn't work, sir. Now it started working. I clicked download for Windows, and what should I do after it?
Which one, Python one or Visual Studio Code?
Visual Studio.
Visual Studio Code, okay. So yeah, in the bottom you'll have accept the agreement, right? Do you find two options, checkbox, accept agreement? Okay, did we actually open the downloads one?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Okay, so first,
it says getting started.
so you can find it in the downloads folder, VS Code user setup, right?
Yes, sir, it opened.
Yeah, over there you can. First thing is to accept the agreement.
Okay, next. Then
After that, what are the options over there?
it's saying to name the file.
Okay, yeah, just click next.
Then it's create program shortcut in the following start menu.
Yeah, just click on the first one, that is create a shortcut on desktop.
Sir, it's trying to, okay, next. Sir, I click create a desktop icon.
Yeah, okay. Then
Should I click next?
yeah,
And it says to install.
yeah, install.
Sir,
Okay, after your Python installation is completed, it will say setup was successful. Okay. Did you install Python also, Drumal?
Yes, sir. It says setup was successful.
Okay. Yeah. Did you complete installing Python?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay then. So yeah, others, do you have any doubt in this until now? Okay. I guess everything is fine until now. Okay. So now, just to check everything is done correctly, what we have to do is press your Windows key, and then search for CMD command prompt. Okay. And then over here type Python, Python, Python. Sorry, H-O-N. If your installation is done correctly, you will see something like this: Python 3.9.5, and you'll get the 3 arrows over here. So I just want everyone to check this after you completed installing. If this is working fine, then yeah, your installation is completed, and the first step of Python for Kids is successful. Okay, so the journey begins from now. Let me just exit this, and I just want you guys to check one more thing. After checking Python, just check for pip, pip hyphen version. Okay, pip hyphen version. Hyphen is a minus sign. And if that is also installed properly, then it will just show you this pip 21.1.1, and it will show you the location. So I just want you guys to check these both things after your installation is completed. Okay. Okay. So I'll just open Visual Studio. Oh, not Visual Studio. Wait. And also one more thing, after installation is completed, if you go to if you press the start icon, you'll find IDLE over here. IDLE. That is gonna be your Python IDE, and you can, after installation of Visual Studio Code, you can find it over here. So you're gonna use these both text editors for this course. Okay. Let's just move on next. Setting up VS Code. Okay. Now that we have installed Python and Visual Studio Code, I'll actually show you what VS Code is. 1 minute. Let me just
Sir,
open
when
it.
I get the black screen, what should I click do, sir?
Which black screen?
The Python black screen. It says Python 3.9 tag.
Okay, yeah. Just press Ctrl Z to exit. Ctrl Z and enter.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if you have completed installing Visual Studio Code, you can open it. This is how it will be looking when you start it. So after that, let's show you what this is. The first thing, we have to just create a new file over here. New file, you can create it like this, or you can just press Ctrl N. Okay, Ctrl plus N. Let's just create a new file over here. Okay. And then first thing, let's
Sir,
just save
after
it.
clicking that, it says error, sir.
For what? For which one?
For the black screen, I click Control Z, it says it's an error.
Oh, okay. Sakshi, 1 minute.
It says it is not defined.
1 minute, I'll just come to you. Yeah, Sakir. Sakir, you can
Sir,
yeah.
sir, should we install some extension called the Python? Or
No need to install any extension. These two are sufficient. Visual Studio Code and Python.
no, means in the there'll be something called an extension where it adds extension to VS Code. From there shall be installed Python also. I find Python installed on my computer, VS Code installed on my computer. Both of them installed. So are those both enough, or should we do install an
Yeah,
extension?
these both are enough right now.
Both are enough.
Okay. Drumal, I'll give you a presenter, right, so that you can share your screen. Okay, just share your screen and show what is the error you're getting.
Sir, it again worked. I clicked Control Z and enter. It worked.
Okay, yeah, then it's fine. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys are able to see my screen, right? Okay. So yeah, first thing when you open Visual Studio Code, we'll just create a new file by pressing Ctrl N, or you can go over here, File, a new file. Okay, and then you have to save the file with a Python extension. Okay. So when you go over here, let's just say our first part, right? So first program .py. Okay. What I mean by saving it as a Python extension is adding .py over here. You can add .py over here, or you can select Python from here, but you'll need to search where it is. So you can just add .py and then .py. Okay, so I'll just save it. And then if you save it, you can see the icon over here. It will change to Python icon. Okay, over here you can see the icon. It will be changing to a Python icon. So let's just write some few lines of code. The first basic thing in Python is using a print command, and I've already shown you this in demo. If someone has missed the demo, you can see it again. So the first thing is writing a print command. What is a print command? So a print command is something that it gives the output to the user. If you go anywhere, you'll have some output, right? If you go to Google and search something, you'll get some output. It will show you some written text. So if you want the computer to give you some text, you can use a print command. So print, and then you have to write here what you want to print. Let's say I want to print my name. So my name is Vaibhav Raghavendra Devarakonda. So I just want to print this. So after writing this, save it. To save it, you can go to File and Save over here. File and Save, or you can press Ctrl S. Anything you can do. So Ctrl S, and then to run it, if you want to run the program, just right click on the screen. Okay. Okay, so before actually right now we can't run the program in Visual Studio Code because we didn't set up Python inside Visual Studio Code, right? So the first thing we have to do over here is here you will have some taskbar type of thing, right? So over here you will find this last one, the one with 4 boxes. It's called extension. Yeah.
This is what I was trying to say, sir. We need to add some extension called Python.
Okay, so yeah, you're asking this one. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so over here you have to add Python extension. You can search for Python. And the first one over here, it says Python, right? And intelligence balance. So you can just install this. After installing the extension, like if it is installed in your laptop, then you can do this. Now we'll just search for the path where the Python is installed. Okay, so firstly it will be installed over here. Go to this PC, local disk. Okay, this PC, local disk, users, and then just go to whatever user you're using now, and then wait. Over here, first make sure hidden items is selected, and then go to app data over here. App data, local, programs. Then inside this you can find Python over here. So you can go to Python, and then this application you can see you can find Python over here also. Just right click this, and then go to properties, and then in security, inside security tab over here, you can copy this path over here. This whole thing, just copy it by pressing Ctrl C. Okay, and then you can close this whole thing. After this is installed, okay. Now over here, go to file and then yeah, file, preferences and settings. Inside file, go to preferences and then settings. And then after this, after you press settings, it will actually open some settings tab over here. Press this icon over here, which is like some page over here. It will say OpenJSON. Okay. After you open this, just enter a new line and make sure it's inside the brackets. Okay. And then and now let's try to see if it runs. Now if you, after installing the extension over here, if you press right click, you'll find all these options which were not there before. And over here just need to click run Python file in terminal. This option over here, run Python file in terminal. Okay. Okay, so this is about VS Code. For the first few sessions, will not touch VS Code right now because I'll be teaching you in IDLE, Python IDLE.
Sir,
Yeah.
I actually remember one day I was coding on some thing on Linux, on Python.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
about some poem. You collect the info of the person and then you stuff that into a poem.
What, can you come again?
I remember I was coding on some project where where you will collect info from the person, like what is your favorite color.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
we would create a poem off of that using something. Actually, I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
It's been a long time
So,
since.
were you able to do it?
Yeah.
That's great.
It's not Linux, but I got so bored of Linux that I decided to uninstall it and install Windows.
Okay. It's okay. Okay, so we'll continue over here. If you open the IDLE, this is the first thing which will open. This is called the Python shell. Okay, so it's actually similar to what you saw when I typed Python in command prompt. Okay, so it will have the Python version over here and the 3 arrow marks over here. So this is like the basic platform for Python, and I'll just make this a bit bigger for you to see. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can see it right now, no? Clearly. So yeah, the first thing we have seen is print command, right? So let's just test over here. Print. I want to print my name over here. So I want to print Vaibhav Raghavendra Devarakonda. Oh, sorry. The mistake over here is actually, so whenever in Python we open something, we have to close it also. 1 minute. What is this?
Sir, I think you mistakenly didn't type double quotes. Instead, you typed single quotes.
Yeah, that is a mistake. I didn't type the single code over here. I'll just type it. Print Vaibhav Raghavendra.
Sir, single quotes.
Yeah, it's already there. No, Python actually works with single quote or double quotes. That doesn't matter. But what is the mistake I've done over here is I started the single quote, but I didn't end the single quote. So actually, in any function, print is a function. First of all, print is a function, and function has two brackets. The first one is to open it, and the second one is to close it. Okay, and what I'm dealing now is a string. String means any type of written thing. So my name is a written something which has alphabets, right? So that is a string. So whenever we're using strings, we have to start with a single quote or double quotes. We can use single quotes or double quotes. It's your wish. And then we have to end it also with a single quote. Then only it will work. So in the above code, I actually missed a single quote, so that's why it gave me an error. So just try this thing again. So if I press enter, now you can see it's printing my name again over here. So this is just some, in this session we'll not dig deep into Python right now. I'll just show you some basic things. And the second thing I'm going to show you right now is about numbers and the operators. So you can actually do some basic calculations with Python. Say something like this. I want to add 175 plus 350. 350. Can anyone give the answer? 175 plus 350. Drumal, can you give me the answer?
$525.
Okay, 525. Let's check it out. So if I press enter, yeah, it's showing me 525. So actually Python can do some basic calculations like this. What are the five? Do you guys know what are operations in maths? What are operations? You guys must have known it, right? Operations. Harshini,
Yes.
do you know what are operations? Come on, guys! I want everyone to interact over here. Wait, I'll unmute Harshini.
Sir,
Yeah, Drumal.
sir, I had a power cut, so I don't know what to do, sir. I had a power cut.
Okay, it's okay. No problem. I will send you the recording after this. You can watch it and do what you missed.
Okay, sir.
So yeah, it's no problem. Just yeah. Do you know what are math operations? Okay, Wi-Fi is telling plus, minus, multiplication, division. Yeah, great. So all these are operations, right? In mathematics, we call multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division. These are the four operations in maths. Am I right? So you can do all these operations in Python. So the first operation I have already shown you, addition. That is 175 plus 350. That will give us 525. So let's just try subtraction also. Let's say 423, okay, 422 minus 567. Also, let's take a smaller here. Minus 157. 157. Can you give me the answer now? 422 minus 157. Harshini, can you give it to me? Can you give the answer?
265.
265. Let's check. Wow, awesome. Correct. 265. Let's try some multiplication now. Let's say I want 30. Sorry, 20 into, for multiplication symbol we use star. Okay, star. That is shift 8. So I want to calculate what is 20 into 7. What is the answer? 20 into 7. Saket, can you tell me what is 20 into 7?
Sir, 140.
140. Exactly. Good. And the last one, let's say I want to divide 150. And for division we'll use slash. So 150 I want to divide by 3. Now what is the answer? Can anyone tell me? 150 divided by 3. 50. Okay. Good. Let's
Sir,
just check it.
50.
50. Good. So these are just some basic operations. In tomorrow, I'll just end the class right now, and so let's just check what we learned today. So first, we'll learn how to use IDE, and then actually what IDE is it is a integrated development environment, and it helps us to write programs. Right? We just saw how it helped to write programs. And we have a simple input and output interface. So we gave some input, it's giving some output, right? That is the input output interface. Okay, so we're done with installation, guys. And actually we started programming also. Oops. It's okay. So these are just some basic functions. Let's discuss about this tomorrow, and we've completed this arithmetic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are some basics. And when we learn about integers, I'll tell you what are modulus, exponentials, and floor division. Okay. So that will be, I guess, in tomorrow's class or day after tomorrow's class. So we'll be completing all these basics about Python tomorrow. Let's just go to summary. So first thing we have done today is we've installed Python and also VS Code, and we've done setting up VS Code, and then we got to know about IDE, and then some basic Python code. Right? I told you what is the print command, and then I've shown you some basic arithmetic operations. Okay, so let's just see what we're gonna do in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class I'll show you more about the Python operators. And we'll go with different examples, and also let's start doing some problems. Okay, so that will make it more interesting, and then we'll know what are variables. You guys must have heard variables in maths, right? So let's see what are variables, and let's also know what are strings. Today I just gave you a basic introduction about strings that I've used in print command, right? Tomorrow let's dig more deeper into it, and let's start doing our exploration in Python. Okay, so do you guys have any doubts until now?
No, sir.
No. Okay,
No,
so
sir, I install Python by seeing the recording.
okay.
Yeah,
I guess normal. I guess your installation is done. You can. When you left, actually nothing happened. My connection was also slow at that time, so it's okay. Okay, so let's continue in tomorrow's class. And from tomorrow, I'm going to give you some homework also about the things which we learned in the class. Today it was just installation, so today I'm not going to give you any homework. But from tomorrow, I'll start giving you some homeworks. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Is it fine for you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I guess today's class was a bit boring. But from tomorrow, I'm gonna make it clear that it will be awesome. Okay, because today is just inspiration. That is a very boring task. From tomorrow, we'll jump into the real Python things.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay then. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.